Hello everyone and welcome to Billington Stewart. Today's video is going to be a quick how-to guide and tutorial on our install video. So you've just opened the box and plugged it all in and got everything hooked up to your television. First thing you're going to want to do is obviously the screen will pop up and this will be sort of like your home screen. So today we're using a ZoomTac T8 box, probably one of the best and most reliable boxes out there on the market at the moment. Obviously if your screen doesn't quite look the same way as this, don't panic. It's just a case of the way in which each individual box is set up. Because it's all running through Android software, everything that I'm going to go through and show with you now is going to be the same no matter what the box looks like essentially. So we're going to head over to settings. So first of all, click on settings and make sure that your network is set up. Obviously this box is going to require the internet, so either click on the Wi-Fi option, or if you are running it through an Ethernet cable, which I probably would recommend just to ensure that you've got a stable connection, click ahead and then go in. You can put in your Wi-Fi password, connect yourself up and make sure that's all set up correctly. Second thing to do, just going on to your display, head down to display position and just fiddle that, make sure that fits your TV correctly. So go either up or down on the remote control and make sure that fits the screen correctly. Once you've done that, that's pretty much it for all of the stuff inside your settings. There's a few other bits and pieces you can go in as well. If something happens to crash, a good one to know is to go to other, go down to more settings, and then if you scroll down to apps, then you can just go into the app, such as say Kodi. If it crashes or freezes, click force stop and then just click OK, and then obviously that will go and it will just close that down. You can reopen it and it will go back to fresh. So just a good useful tip to know. So once you've got all of that set up and you're connected to the internet, the first thing you want to do is then obviously customize your kodi device. So what we're looking to do now is we're looking to install the Aries Wizard. It's an absolutely brilliant bit of kit. It's got a number of different builds, loads of different add-ons in there. Really good. Now going onto your browser, the first time you do this, you might have to have a play about of it depending on who your internet provider is. But also, we're using the F10 Air Mouse as well. As you can see, the mouse cursors come up on the screen. These are absolutely brilliant. Again, you've obviously got the idea there is that I've got the remote in my hand, and then the cursor works in a similar sort of way as a Wii remote control. And also on the flip reverse of the remote, you've also got a full QWERTY keyboard. Those are available on our website. I suggest you check those out as well. It does make life a lot easier when setting up these boxes and also using them for all sorts of other different bits and pieces. But what we're going to do is go ahead and have a look at Aries Wizard. You can see that we've already been on there. So Aries Wizard is that one on there. It's www.arieswizard.co.uk. Okay, once this page loads up, there's really nothing much on there, but apart from that, there is this here. It says script.arieswizard 0.0. Now that will be the latest version of Aries Wizard. All you're going to do is simply click on that file there. Once you've clicked, it's going to say it's going to start downloading. Sometimes you might see this in the top corner of your box, sometimes you might not, but you can see there's a little download bar there. We can actually pull that down and you can see that Script Aries Wizard has been downloaded. You don't need to panic if you can't see that. The file size is very small. As long as you're connected to the internet, it will download very quickly. So we're just going to get off that now, go back to the home screen, and now that's all completed, we're going to run kodi for the first time. So what we're going to do is just click on kodi and open that up. Kodi will either look like that or it will be a small K on your screen. If not, you can go into apps and find it, but it should always be on that home page. We're also running kodi 16 version 16.1 Jarvis. And again, it doesn't matter if you've got a build pre-installed. As long as you've downloaded that zip file, you can go across and follow these instructions. Obviously, yours will look different, but it still should be exactly the same format. So you're going to click on System. Once you go down to System, you're going to click on Add-ons. And then you're just going to click Install from zip file. Okay, we're then going to go down into External Storage, then into Downloads, where it's going to go into, and then you can see we've got there script.arieswizard 0.0.4.1. So that is obviously the latest one. That might change as this video develops, but just click on that there, and that should then start to download. There we are, it's come up straight away, Aries Wizard add-on enabled. So then if I go up twice, click on My Add-ons, it's a program add-on, so you want to head down to Program Add-ons, and then click Aries Wizard, and now all you're going to do is open Aries Wizard up. There we are, scroll right down to the bottom of that, happy with that, and you can see there's an X up in that top corner there, just get rid of that. Okay. Let Areas Wizard configure itself. And now you see, obviously, this comes up and this appears. Now, the brilliant thing about this is that with Areas Wizard, they keep everything up to date. You'll get reminders of when add-ons might need updating or your build might be out of date, or whatever it may be, but they keep up on top of it all, and you just go straight into here and just do all the updates straight from there. You can see, obviously, browsing builds. If you click on there, just going down, you can click on them. There's a variety of builds. I suggest that you just have a look through them. If you've heard of one, just click on it, see what you like. Very, very simple, very, very easy. And I'll show you how to run one of those at the very end as well. If we scroll back up to the top though, just to show, in case you want to customize your own, you can go into Browse Add-ons, Video or Program Add-ons, and just go in there and just click on whichever ones that you wish. Absolutely loads, all rated by star rating and stuff. You can see how many downloads people have had on there. It's brilliant. Some maintenance tools as well. You can go into there and have a look. You can do backup, tweaks, loads of different things. But really what you're concerned with in the beginning, especially if you're new to all of this, is just finding the build that you want to go with, running it, getting it downloaded, and then using the actual device. The one that we use is not something that we particularly recommend. It was the first one on there, but it works perfectly for us. Clicking on there, we've got Pulse. You can see there, because we're running version 16.1 Jarvis, there's one there for it. So we just click on that and then head across to install and simply click install. Now this may take 5, 10, 20 minutes depending on how good your internet connection is. Ours, you can see there, ETA around 20 minutes. So once that's finished downloading, I'll come back to you, show you what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. And now you can see on the screen, once the Areas Wizard has finished updating and installing your build, you then come up with this screen where it's extracting all the files. This essentially means that it's unpackaging everything that's just downloaded and then putting it onto your Kodi device, so that when you next reboot Kodi, the Pulse build will be installed and ready for you to use. Okay, once it's finished installing, you'll then see that the working sign will come up in the bottom right hand corner. Once that's finished, another screen should pop up and it'll just say that do you want to back up the skin and profile. For this, you need to click yes or no. It's completely up to you. For this instance, we're just going to click yes. It just means that then in the Areas Wizard where it says backup, if anything was to ever happen and it crash, you can then go back and revert back to these original settings. So that's just going to do that for me real quick, and then we'll come back onto the next bit. One of the good things about backing up your files is that if you go in and you change anything inside your build, or you update something, or you're updating your library, keeping all your TV shows refreshed and stuff, you can obviously back up all of this, and then if it ever needs to update in the future, you can then go back and restore all of these settings back onto it, so that you don't ever have to go and reprogram all your favorite TV shows and movies that you've put into all your libraries. You can just do this. So once that's completed, it will just say that Kodi needs to be closed and then reopened. So it's going to attempt to close Kodi now. That should do that all automatically. And next time that we open up Kodi, you should now see the Pulse build. There you go. It's come up straight away. You can see that it's Pulse. It'll do that with all of the builds on there. As I say, it's just a case of having a look. You can obviously try this on a few, or you can just go and have a look online, see which build you want to find, and then more than likely than not, it's going to be on the Areas Wizard. It's just said that Sports Devil is incompatible. If you find anything like this, just click no. You don't want to disable it because it might come back online in the future. And that's the good thing about this, really, is that this is all now going to keep up to date and let you know when things need updating. Quite a lot of things will just update automatically. Sometimes you might have to go into the Areas Wizard and actually do a manual update, but every single time it's just going to make sure that you're fully aware of what's going on. You'll see, obviously, there's a number of different tabs, number of different add-ons, all going through TVs, movies, Phoenix, system, programs again. You've got some music on there, live TV, and live streams. We've also got a kids section, there's a workout section, and then back to sports. So with all of this, obviously all of these apps are run by third-party people. So if something goes down, something's happened to it, or some of the script doesn't work, or whatever happens, unfortunately it's just down to the third-party supplier that obviously puts this out there. They all do an absolutely fantastic job trying to provide as much content as possible and keeping it online and keeping it up to date. Obviously, there is sometimes where there's going to be glitches. There's going to be things that happens and makes that app will then become incompatible for a short period of time. As I've already previously mentioned, they will all update those, so should be able to kick it back up. If you need any more hints, tips and tutorials, you can check us out on Facebook and just ping us a message and we'll run all that through for you. But for now, that is everything on the Aries Wizard and everything on the Pulse build. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it all makes sense. As I say, if there is any problems, questions or queries, get in touch with us on Facebook and we'll be able to run that through with you. Thank you very much for listening and we'll see you again next time.